Everyone, Hitman launched. Yay!
Whoa!
Animal Crossing clap. Animal Crossing clap. Yes, yay!
Yay! Oh, I'm so excited for Hitman 3. That is
Return of the Hitman.
So Hitman 3 came out. It was the sort of round off of the World of Assassins trilogy by IOI. And it came out with really great reviews. I don't know if you guys saw Metacritic. Last time I checked, it was on 88. And basically every reviewer out there was just saying like, oh, it's a fantastic end to a fantastic trilogy. And I agree. I don't know about you two, if you've played it.
I did the intro mission and then like just kept trying it 15 different ways and I kept dying. So I've put probably 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours in, and am still technically on the tutorial because I keep just retrying it. So props for replay value, I guess.
That's true. I, for one, have not played it. I am waiting on my RTX 2060 to show up here in the next few days. So I'm going to play it and it's going to look very, very good because I've been having to play all games since 2016 on low settings. If you thought Red Dead Redemption had a few bugs when it launched, wait until you try to play it on like 5-year-old hardware. It's insanity. The wrinkles don't render. All the characters look like pasty. But I got through it.
Wild West had plastic surgery.
Yeah, what's the deal with this? Arthur there is not very expressive, is he? Yeah.
Just like, I need some goddamn faith.
It weren't us who changed.
I love that quote.
Well, the reception of Hitman 3 may just be a very good omen for IOI, right? I always accidentally call them id Software, but they're different. IOI Software. IOI Software's new 007 game. If you think Hitman 3 was good, just get ready to see what they can do with good old Mr. Bond, as he's called over here in the States. I believe over in the UK he's called Fella Bondi.
I have heard that.
Or Fella Bondi.
If you guys are ever wondering like what the background of this show is like, it's like 90% us just making fun of the UK, and then Cammy drops like a one-liner about the state of the US, and we shut up.
So, that pretty much does that. What 007? That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of pumped for that. I have never really given the Hitman games the time of day just because they were episodic, so I never felt like I could just sit down and play it, which was a huge turnoff for me. But Hitman 3 is actually like a really good introduction, I think, to the series. And the fact that they have all of these Hitman 1 and 2 save file transfer things, you can get all of the previous missions in Hitman 3, so it's all in one place. I actually am very, very impressed with it, and I think it's a fantastic send-off to the series, as far as I can tell, having played the intro sequence like 50 times. But so far, it's a great end to the franchise, I think, and it's also a great introduction.
Yeah, I mean, I've played them all, like when they came out, and it's so satisfying to just have them all in one place, because I don't need to have Hitman 2, Hitman 1 installed, like all on separate like tabs or whatever you want to call them, like separate icons. It's all just in one space now, which just pleases me. The neat freak in me is like, it's all there.
You can go to sleep comfortably at night. You don't have to stress about it. Like, oh, it's on
for the
separate
first time in
launchers.
years.
So really, it seems like the name of the game for Hitman is replayability and variety-based gameplay, because there's 50,000 different ways of doing everything. Reminds me a lot of Dishonored, where you go through the mission once and you're like, wow, I nailed that. And then you go through it and you can find a totally different route, totally different method of doing things. And it's fantastic. And it makes you feel like you're really getting your money's worth, at least to me. Because even if the like hours spent playing the game is similar to another $60 title, like, you know, a Cyberpunk or a Witcher or something, I still feel like I really got my money's worth, even though I'm kind of doing the same stuff over and over and over again. But because it's engaging my brain in a different way, where I'm not just coasting, I'm actively thinking and trying to solve things, I find it almost more impressive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
makes
like
sense.
it's unguided exploration. It's where the game puts you in a scenario and says you figure it out. That's why I love Dishonored is my favorite game of all time. Dishonored 2, it's up there as well. It might be a little bit better than the original Dishonored. I'm not sure, maybe not story-wise. But the best thing about those games when they just drop you into this world and you can go in and you can find out however much you want about it. They'll give you little tidbits and stuff for the story, but you won't get the full picture. I love games that let you decide how you go through them.
I said on Twitter, like, Hitman 3 has maybe one of my favorite levels in video games ever in it. The Dartmoor mission. It's like the
Knives Out mansion?
the Knives Out mansion.
You were speaking highly of that, I remember.
Speaking highly of it, it's a great film, and you're wrong.
Okay.
Thank you. But it's like so well thought out, so many opportunities, and then randomly in the middle of it, you can also play Cluedo and be a detective and solve a murder mystery, like in the middle of it. And I like squealed when I started playing it. I was just so happy.
I think it brings up the question of where IO Interactive goes from here, because obviously they know what they're doing with these types of assassination stealth-based games, and I can only imagine 007 is going to be similar. But in my mind, 007 also, at least in the films, contains a lot of like big set piece moments where things are a little more cinematic and drawn out, where the narrative is also very, very important. Whereas right now I feel like in Hitman the narrative takes a pretty major back seat, and then the gameplay is the star of the show. So I'm interested in seeing how they handle it, if they'll just do the same thing but with a 007 coat of paint, or if they're going to try to push the envelope and make an engaging story as well that can play out over the course of the game and perhaps even change based on how you were solving the problems.
I believe it will be the same thing with the 007 coat of paint, but now there will be car chases. I think that's going to be the one major addition they're going to have, because, you know, 007's car, his Beamer, as it were. What's it called? What kind of car is it?
It's an Aston Martin.
Oh, it's an Aston Martin.
Quite famously, it's an Aston Martin.
An Aston Martin. I've never seen a 007 movie in my life.
What the hell?
I've played the games, don't get me wrong. I've played my fair amount of... The hell's the one on N64 called? My brain's gonna fall apart. GoldenEye, Jesus Christ. GoldenEye. I still have my N64 hooked up in the other room, in my living room. I love that game. So I know the lore somewhat. I've seen Johnny English with Rowan Atkinson. I've got the gist of things. The point is that he's got cars. It's got, what's his name from Django Unchained? Christoph Waltz occasionally. It's got the funny guy from Indiana Jones in it. And like I said, I love me some Indiana Jones. So 007 gets a 9 out of 7.
I actually found that painful.
It should be. That was the point.
Physically painful to hear.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they could get away with either. I think they could get away with it just being Hitman, but where they just call him 007 and he's not bald. They could get away with that, and it would be fine, and people would buy it and love it, and I'm sure it would sell great. But I think if they really want to take it up a notch, if they want to evolve this medium of stealth games and how they're doing it, engaging with a much more interesting narrative, I think would be cool.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Although I did just remember, I have seen a 007 movie. I saw Goldmember.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Hey, baby. Remember? Goldmember.
I don't think so. My cat just made a scary sound outside. I'm going to see if she just killed herself or something. I'll be right back.
Probably reacting to the awful joke.
I love gold.
I mean, you two have said that you haven't finished Hitman 3 yet, right?
Correct.
I would say the levels as they go on get more and more creative. Like Hitman 1 and Hitman 2, they're all here are your targets, massive open world, sandboxy area, go and kill them however you like. Some of the levels in Hitman 3 are not like that. And I don't want to spoil it for you, obviously, but I think it shows that they can do more, and they're willing to do more, and they can do it well.
Color me intrigued.
Yes.
I don't know what that means at all.
Well,
because like,
she'll have to
do you mean
finish
they're
it.
more linear?
One's more linear, and one, I'm trying to think of a way to word it. They won't spoil it for you, but one is like the targets aren't very clear.
Oh.
I would say. So quite a few missions you will start out, and normally there's a big briefing. I'd say about half of them in Hitman 3, you do not get a normal briefing.
That's
and it's
pretty
different.
cool.
So it
I would
forces
say
you to like
promising.
analyze the situation and really think things through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
So
that.
there's hope for them branching out more. I was distracted by your cat. Oh.
This is why I have a California raisin and not cats. Thank you very much. Well, Hitman 3 is shaping up to be a good shape that we're all a good fan shape, something we're all gonna like and enjoy fans of.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Like and subscribe.
Let us know what you think of Hitman 3 if you've tried it down below. If you'd like us to, I can't talk. What did you do to me? It's infectious. If you would like to see us play it on stream or something all together, let us know. Cammy can show us the ropes. All together, thank you for watching. Like the video. Make sure to subscribe so you see the next one's coming out. We got a lot of content. I can't.
Luke distracted by the pussy.
Oh, well. He's got pussy on the brain and the eyes. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.